I do love an early morning. First cast of the day. Look at that. I'm here to try and catch a pike. So I'm gonna take a walk through that tree and cast off of that rock and point. Are you coming with me? Let's go! Point. I'm not having the best luck with a pike this morning, but I'm planning to spend a couple hours here and get some perch if I don't manage to get a pike in this corner, which I'm starting to doubt I'm going to do because the sun is starting to come up, and from past experience, once the sun's up, you don't catch the pike until it goes back down. Sun's starting to come up. Last few chances. make one last mission to that point. From that point, I'm going to have my last few casts for pike, and then I'll start fishing for some perch as the sun hits the water, which I am actually looking forward to because my ass is cold. Right, so the sun is fully up now. It's 8:30, and I'm switching up to a worm and a bobber. I'm going to see if I can catch some perch. Alright, so same day, later on in the day, Taz and I are walking down to the rocks. I'm gonna fish, see if I can maybe catch a wrasse, otherwise just collect prawns. Taz and I made our way down to the beach. Don't know if you're going to be able to hear anything because I forgot the dead cat for the mic. But anyway, there we are. I'm going to see if I can find some prawns in these pools. So the sun is just going down. I haven't had a single bite today. Well, that said, I only fished this morning, then tried the beach. Tide wasn't very good, so I didn't get any prawns or anything, so it's been a bit of a struggle today. I'm going to continue to fish until it gets dark, but I'm not putting the tripod out to film every cast, so I most likely, if I do hook up, I'm not going to get it on film. Yeah, the mosquitoes are up in their droves. It was very cold last night, which probably just dropped the temperature of the lake a couple of degrees, and the fish don't like it. I'm going to continue trying because I'm determined to try and do a catch and cook tomorrow. I'm not going to do it tonight if I do catch something. If I do hook up, depending on where I am, I'll try and get the camera out, but we will see how that goes. Anyhow, I don't know if you can see any of the mosquitoes on here, but there are a few. They don't seem to be biting though, so it's not much of a problem. Anyway, fish on. Cool. Taz and I are here on our local lake. We've come to collect some blackberries to make some jam. I'm also going to wet a little line, potentially, see if maybe I can just catch a perch because I've not been successful recently, and maybe it's a third time lucky theme. But predominantly we're here to collect berries, which we're going to make some jam out of when we get home. Let's do it! That's what we're after. The old common blackberry. And the aim is to fill this basket. Early days, we've got 3.
Oh god, they're so squishy.
They are. They're right at the end of the season. But it doesn't matter if they squish. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but those plant seed pods seem to explode when rattled. Isn't that strange? Pretty good design. And quite fun. So strange. We have that many berries. I'm going to be bait fishing because I'm going to try catch some perch, so I'm going to get a line in the water and then carry on getting more berries. The perch have not been interested in biting, so Let's just hope that today is a little different. Oh, I left my damn knife behind, Taz. What a fool! Don't know if you're going to be able to see that using earthworms. Earthworms for bait. Hold it the first minute to see if anything comes.
Swabs.
Okay, so after thinking that the temperatures had dropped and nothing was biting, I finally caught a wee perch. So that's the first so far, and he's swallowed the hook well, so he's definitely going to die because he's bleeding out. So I'm going to dispatch him, stop any further suffering, and see if we can catch some more. A turn in the luck, and Taz is getting a feast of berries, enough for at least one jam. What do you say, Tazzy Wazzy?
Yeah, mixed with apple would be good.
So we might add some apples to it, but majoritarily foraged. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get some more perch. Fish on! Yeah. In the it's again just a small little perch, but for a second there I thought that they had stopped biting. And I'm happy once more. Another little perch to be breaded. Come on! They fight so hard for such small little fish. Oh, they're really small, but what you can do with them is you just fillet them. You get 2 nice little strips off each fish. If you batter and fry that, it's not a bad meal. So easy way to put him out.
What did you say?
Just this one is really small. I think I'm going to let him go because that thing is really puny. Not get much wrong with him. A little bit better. Hopefully jump. Not much better. Oh, but he swallowed it down. A little. They really are on the bite now. No pike, but we got some perch, got our berries, so we'll head home and start cooking up, and we'll see you guys there. As you can see, it's pretty dark out. I think it's around 9 o'clock now, but anyhow, this is our berry haul from the day, which is not bad. So that's going to make some jam, which we're going to do tomorrow just because it's getting a little late and I still need to fillet all of these fish up and batter them and fry them and make a salad and all the rest. So we're going to do that tonight. This is the beer we're using for batter, which is the Green Gecko, which is an IPA. I bought an ale intending to use an ale for the batter, but I opened this beer. I don't want a whole beer. I just want a taste of it. So I'm going to use most of it in the batter. Anyhow, let's get cracking. So, as you can see, these fish are tiny. My phone is over there. I'm working on a piece of cardboard just because it's very easy to get rid of. Doesn't smell up the kitchen, blah, 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 blah. And I've only got this big ass filleting knife, which is not perfect for these kind of fish. You want something that's about that big and very flexible, but you use what you have. So I got in behind the gill plate, around and down. So this is where ideally you would use a smaller knife and just turn the knife around and slide it back. I don't have that option, so I'm just gonna cut in from ideal. Yeah. Taz's superior brain power. The blue staining is from picking berries on my hands. They're not filthy, I promise. Cool. Well, I was in the way there. You don't have to deal with the rib cage. Now, some guys just pull it off from there, which I'm going to try. We'll see how well this works. It works pretty well. Yeah, I don't like that. Side number 2, well, much slower, has produced a fair bit more. About the size of the piece of meat. It's tiny. But anyhow, that was a smaller of the bunch. Let's try on a bit of a bigger fella. That's a good note to self. Is that the difference between the size of that fish and that fish makes it worth it or not. Last one. Yeah, that's all of it.
Now I ask you, is it worth it?
I'll probably do it again, but only with bigger ones. Just a little bit of time. So I'm trying to get quite a watery consistency. I don't want this batter to be too thick. Consistency that clings to the fish but will still drip off a fork. Just flour, baking powder, some cayenne pepper, garlic powder, dried garlic powder, and some mixed herbs. So nothing too fancy. So that's exactly the consistency I'm looking for, where it clings to the top of the fork like that, but the excess drops, like just drips back off. So this is Taz and my camping pot, which we got for 1p. Pretty good deal. It was meant to be £20. For some reason there was like a strange discount going on.
It was like an accident.
It was somebody had entered the wrong thing. But we did speak to the staff and they let us have it. Let's put our first piece in. Just gonna get them nicely battered up. Let a fair bit of the batter drip off. There it goes. And repeat with all the rest. Pretty damn hungry, but these are looking good. So they're fairly small pieces of fish. Once battered and fried, it makes for a decent meal. First piece, I have added just some salt on the top, but see, it's essentially mostly batter with a tiny little smidge of fish. Smells delicious. Tastes delicious. Great, crunchy. Hint of fish, not very strong. I mean, it's perch. It tastes really good. Flaky. Small. Delicious.
No bones.
Really good. Huh?
No bones.
No bones. No bone. I'm gonna have another piece just like that because it's really good. See, that's a, yeah. It's flaky deliciousness. Can't fault that. Yeah. I didn't think it was worth it until I tasted that. Now I think it's worth it. Really good. Taz is grimacing because of all the lives it costs. Some cream and cheese. Let's get some fish in there. That's what I was after. We're going to make the jam out of the berries picked. So that's the next piece of the puzzle. See you then. Good night. Bye. Operation Jam!
We need a little pot.
Little pot coming up. How little?
To boil 4 lids in.
Tiny. Right.
With hot
Lids
water.
in on the stove. Blackberry jam. Blackberry and apple jam. Taz has gone through and sorted our berries. Thanks, Taz, because we started picking them after the first frost. So there are a whole bunch of mushy ones that smell kind of funky. But this lot is the good lot.
Let's hope.
I'm just waiting for the water to start boiling.
In the meantime,
Start
you can
heating it up.
start heating up the berries.
Start heating up the berries. Yes, ma'am. Right, apple in.
400 grams berries in. 400 grams chopped apples.
Chopped apple.
Green apples.
And we start stirring.
And a dash of the lemony water the apples are sitting in.
Dash of delicious lemony water. So when?
And now you cook it down until it's kind of like a...
Sweet. Sweet. Do we actually have to like boil these, or can I just pour boiling water on them?
Get it boiling.
Boil them.
Mm-hmm.
Time to boil some lids, bro. They look tasty ass. Okay, I feel like that's any bacteria dead, as we like to say. Do it. Stuck it. Freak. Now, I believe we let this cook down for about 6 hours. Too bad it's already 8 o'clock.
Drinking on a weeknight. You can measure out the sugar if you want.
Very well, madame. Very well. How much?
800 grams.
That is almost 400.
Well, it's got a bag as well.
Ah, no, that's also almost 400. So.
But how much does a bag weigh?
Do we care that much? Does it matter that much? This isn't an exact science. We're making jam out of berries picked in a field. Can I add it? Add
No,
one.
wait for this to like break down first. This should look like almost jam before you add in the sugar.
Should I start calling it names? Help break it down. It's looking good. Oh yeah. Solidly thought that was salt. That's such big pieces.
Because it's jam making sugar.
Now you know the truth. How much sugar goes in a thing of jam? Insane.
800 grams of fruit and 800 grams of sugar.
Jeez. That's crazy. Look at that.
Jam is done.
How hard are they? Not very.
140.
Oh yeah, bro.
It's good.
No, it's not. It's not full. That's how full.
Which jar do you get? The back
Which
one.
jar?
Back one.
Okay. So last night, Taz made us beer bread, which is now toasted. Some nice West Country style butter, and we're going to give this jam a try.
Oh.
Too much.
Here's some more pieces of bread.
Nice. Cheers.
Yes. Yeah, I like it more with the butter.
Delicious. Really good. Really good.